beautiful lights, welcome back to the channel. So my name's Lauren, I'm an energy master, I'm a seer, meditation teacher, fitness instructor, mind, body and spirit, all of the above, the unity of triangle. I've started this channel to help light workers through a process for you to grow your soul to the best level possible upon the 3D living, and that's what this is all about, right? So today I had this, it was this sort of download of frequency to speak to you about twin flame journeys, about soulmate energy and things like that. Now, for you who know what a twin flame is, it's basically one soul that is connected. It's a magnetized thing, but it will test you upon the path. They are designed, and you make this contract before you come down to the 3D realm in order to grow yourself and your soul to the best level. Now, it's very, very challenging. Not a lot of people can have a twin flame journey, and that's the truth. People say it's all beautiful energy and it's rainbows, and not true, not true. Unfortunately, that's like a soulmate. Soulmates are lovely and you'll have them in many different forms. But twin flame energy, it's very, very testing. If you can master it upon the 3D earth in this lifetime, congratulations. It's very difficult to do. So what is a twin flame? A twin flame is a universal contract you have made before you come to this earth. You are yin yang. A lot of people say you have similarities. That's more soulmate. The twin flame, you are very interconnected, but you're quite different in many ways. And you're there to help them grow, and they're here to help you grow. And they'll test you. They'll take you through different shadow aspects of self. They'll take you through ego healing together. And it's if you can actually journey together. Now, you go through a process where you're like a magnet at the start. You can't be apart almost. It's like an energy frequency that's brought you together. And you're questioning everything at the beginning. Is this right? Is this feeling right? Because it all happens quite fast normally with a twin flame energy. You'll meet and then you can't really be apart. And no matter the hurdles, it's like you're destined to be together. And you feel that vibrational frequency. Someone's attacking my throat chakra. Excuse me. There we go. Get rid of it. Whew, not my energy. Bye-bye. So, yeah, that's what it is, basically. And you will get to the point where you will go through these massive obstacles together through life. Huge. And you don't know if you can journey through them, that you don't know if you can get through them at all. And some people can and some people just can't. And when I say they're testing, they can be very, very testing indeed. And if you can go into a vibration where you help each other face shadows, you grow, you understand the process of what this is all about. You'll go through this time where, as I said, you're together, and then you'll separate. When this separation time starts, it's hard, but you will grow then alone. It's like you're blooming. So it's almost like two flowers who are right next to each other and their roots are touching. Now what happens is, like, one of the flowers are picked and it's replanted somewhere else, and then it has to grow alone. It has to get its own resource. It has to find itself and do its shadow work. Now the shadow work would have been shown during your transition together. Now you grow alone. And what happens if you can get through this vibrational frequency of understanding that this is part and parcel of it? You have like a chaser and a runner, and then it's like the vibrational shift, and then the runner will become the chaser and vice versa. You do this alone work. Now, I speak about the soul growth on this channel because your soul growth is paramount. I spoke about love and that you can cast your line into the right pond once you're sorted, because it's actually working on you gets through this situation. It's all about you. As I've said before, this is all about you. So what happens when you're in that separation stage and you think, oh, it's so bad, there's no way we can get back together? It's the art of allowing through this frequency. You need to get to your best self and you need to grow your frequency in order to match one another. And that's the thing. Now, if twin flames, if you've got one sort of vibrating at this height and one sort of vibrating here, what happens during this stage of separation, the vibrations sort of meet one another. Now, if this vibration cannot meet this vibration, it's not going to work. And this is the growth stage. This can take days, it can take months, it can take years, in fact. And what happens is this needs to meet this, because this person doesn't want to go back down to this because they've raised their vibration to this level. And this is when the people, places and things tend to fall away from the vibrational frequency and from your existence, and you're like, what's going on? And it's very, very confusing. So you need to work on you during this stage of separation, and it's about your mind, body and spirit. You know, you start working on your body, it looks after your mind, it feeds your spirit, and it's about working on you to get to your best self alone. Now, we talk about soul growth. It's spelt differently, I know, but this is about growing your soul as an individual. Now, once this stage is over and you've got to your best self, you've had your awakening, if you like, and your soul's grown, you start to love yourself, which is the biggest and hardest thing to do. Unconditional love for oneself is so very difficult, but once mastered, you can love another unconditionally, and that's what this is about. You will then come back together. Now, you then have to work through the next chapter and the next stage, and it's growing and learning to be in each other's vibration once more. Once you master this, once you get through these stages, you can literally, it's phenomenal, have the best life experience ever. Now, you're going to continue to grow. You'll probably clash on certain things, but it's understanding it. It's like a lack of communication. It's like your souls were unable to communicate. And when they're unable to communicate, they're unable to bond correctly. And what happens is, once you've done this growth alone and they've done their growth alone, and this relationship comes back together, then what happens, this connection takes place. This is a universal connection which will explode in a huge, huge way once you journey through this. Now, a relationship is work. Every relationship at work. Every relationship is work. You know, friendships, family, relationships, everything. You have to put in to take out, and that's just universal balance. So when you come back together, you know, you're going to have to work on it. You're going to have to understand, but it's the art of listening and understanding, because if you've done the work on oneself, then you can journey forward a step at a time together. And once you journey through this vibration after the big separation stage, what you get is this beautiful love. It's completely unconditional. It's a soul growth on a whole nother level. And it's very hard to master in the 3D world. It's a massive growth cycle within this stage. So that's what we talk about twin flames. Now, soulmates come in many different forms. You know, they can come as friends, they can come as family. That is a soul frequency. It's a vibration that you put out, and it's ripple effect, where all these beautiful energies and soul tribe will come towards you. They're soulmates. They're here to help you grow also, and you're here to help them grow. It's a vibrational frequency of give and take, and they're beautiful. Now, if you have a relationship that's a soulmate, that's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous, because you've got more contentment there and you grow together in a beautiful form. So, you know, if you're manifesting, manifest the soulmate, unless you want the twin flame journey, which is a difficult one. I've done it myself. It is very, very, very difficult. But hadn't I done that transition, hadn't I done that journey, I wouldn't have grown to the capacity in which I did. So, you know, that is... it's sort of a self-sacrifice in a way, because through my journey, I am now helping others upon theirs. But what it's about is about having the best experience, and I want to get to the best soul experience upon the earth plane. And the only way I could do that is to agree to this, you know, twin flame journey in the first place. And we've helped face each other's shadows and darkness in order to grow. Now, it's not been easy. It's really not. We've been through so many dimensions of, you know what, it's unreal. But it's about that growth, and you're sort of opposites attract. That's what they say, right? We've got a logical and we've got a heart frequency. We were with another couple at the weekend, and we met them. We're on this beautiful journey. on this train, and we were chatting, and she's Reiki, I'm obviously an energy master, so we had this beautiful conversation, and her husband's engineering, as is mine, the logical and the spiritual. You see how that balance came in, and it was phenomenal how they met, just like my partner and I. It was destined. It's always been destined. And the journey in which you embark on together is a tough one, absolutely, but through the process, it's like if you have such a logical scientific mind and you've got such a spiritual mind, coming together it's like an odd sort of energy. You're like, well, how does that work? Because it does, because that's universal balance. Now, if we were the same frequency, we would have been soulmates. Right? We are twin flames, which is one soul, but it's like the logical, it's like the divine masculine and feminine side that they speak about. So you've got your divine feminine side, your heart frequency, then you've got your divine masculine side, the doer, the worker, the action. And when you combine the two, you are one. And that's what this is all about. It's about one soul together. You'll have different, with a twin flame, you will have sort of similar childhood trauma things, okay? You'll have like stuff you've been through in your childhood. You'll find your twin flame has been through pretty similar stuff to you. And even though they see it and they feel it differently, this is what helps you through that process, because the first few chapters of your existence, you know, the first 10, 20 years of your life, you've probably journeyed through the same vibrational frequency in many, many different ways, which is why you have empathy for one another, which then opens your heart. When you open your heart up on this twin flame journey, we're not talking about the passion in the beginning, because there will be a lot of passion. It'll be all passion, all lust and everything, because you are a vibrational match. It's sort of like all of a sudden you can't be away from each other, as I've said. But it's going through that process, and you literally go from this high energy to this lower energy, to this higher energy, to this separation, to this bond, and it's complete. And you can literally live happily ever after, but you have to get through it, and it's hard work. It is hard work. And they need to be on the same path as they want to be with you, you want to be with them, and then you put the work in and you grow your soul through this process. So yeah, we were talking, and it's phenomenal, and I could see their energy, because I can see energy, and they shine beautifully together. They are meant to be together, this couple. And it just reminded me of my twin flame journey, and I thought I've got to put that on the channel of how this actually all works, and how, you know, what's meant to be will always be, and how it can test you. It breaks your heart. It absolutely breaks your heart. You'll go through all of this shadow work together, and you'll feel that your heart can't be mended from. You'll feel your heart can't possibly be mended from something. And then it's amazing how it's rebuilt. And it's that growth cycle through the process. Now, I'm not saying if you're in an abusive relationship of any kind, you should not be in that relationship. That is not a twin flame journey. They are testing your souls, but abuse is a whole nother level. You know, get away, free yourself from that situation. It's not healthy, and there is no growth there. And as harsh as that sounds, I'm just speaking the truth. It's if somebody does something to you which causes you that sort of pain, no. You grow your souls. Yes, you can have a broken heart. Yes, they can do things that are going to test you, but it will grow you in the same time. Because say, this is an interesting one. I had a friend, her twin flame, for example, had addictions, right? And she loved him unconditionally, but it tested her patience. That was her lesson upon the earth. And these addictions, they had to work through together, and the life they have together now is free of the darkness, is absolutely beautiful. But she journeyed with him, supporting him and loving him, and they had some time apart, absolutely. They went through that journey too, and they came back together realizing that actually it wasn't a codependency they needed to open their hearts. And that's also very important. So a twin flame relationship shouldn't be a codependent one. You are there for one another. But this is why the universe puts in the separation and the growth stage alone, because they want you to sit in your own individual power and grow to your best individual power. Now, I'm a twin. I am a twin. I have a heavenly twin in heaven. And we are divine masculine and feminine. He's divine masculine, I'm divine feminine. And, you know, it's sort of like with a twin flame reunion, I have that connection with him still, and he has that connection with me. And with a twin flame reunion, it's like that in a love sense upon the earth plane, okay? So yeah, you grow to your best self, and then you can literally have that happily ever after if you choose to journey through the frequency, if you choose to hurdle together. And you have to do that process together. You have to do the growth stages together, but you only can do that once you've worked on you. And when I say it's all about you, it is, because you cannot serve a love vibration if you don't love oneself. And it's all about working on you to get to the best vibrational frequency. So when you cast your line, say you haven't met your twin flame, but you want to, you cast that line, you want to catch the right fish. If you want to catch your soulmate, beautiful frequency, absolutely beautiful. Cast that line. It's a much easier journey and see what you're reeling, and it'll be a beautiful one. So yeah, that's the message from Spirit. I felt very inclined to bring this frequency to you to talk about this. If you'd like any information, just ask me a question down below and I'll answer. It's lovely being here. I hope you're enjoying the channel. So until next time, my beautiful, beautiful lights. Bye-bye for now. Until next time, my beautiful, beautiful watchers. Bye-bye for now.